Hi everyone, my name's Justin Haun. This is my Module 1 introductory video for EDL 959 Advanced Curriculum Development and Evaluation. As you can see, I'm currently driving in the car. I am not driving, but I found some time to record this presentation, and a belief of mine is better now than never. So I'll go ahead and get started. To start off, I'm going to share a little bit about my educational journey. I graduated in 2016 with my bachelor's in elementary education with an emphasis in mathematics from Kansas State University. After graduating from college, I moved to Las Vegas, Nevada, where I started my teaching career, and I began working for the Clark County School District. Well, out there, I taught fifth grade for 2 years, and then I taught a double accelerated middle school math course for 2 years. As a result of COVID, I decided to move back to Kansas to be closer to my family. And then I began teaching third grade for the Derby School District. I taught third grade for 2 years. And now this year, I am serving the Derby School District as one of the instructional coaches at an elementary school called El Paso Elementary. Just a little bit about me to get to know me better. These are some of my interests and hobbies. I'll just highlight a few. Something that is super important to me is my friends and family. This is a picture of my family. I also have two bulldogs. Their names are Otis and Gus. Those are my entire world. And then I also love traveling and exploring the world. This is a picture of my fiance and I at Mount Charleston. And then just something else about me that I enjoy to do is I love learning, exploring new things, and it just really gets me excited. So now I'll go into the critical reflection for the assignment of how does leadership impact academic and non-academic barriers and activities. So I pulled out these 10 academic activities within El Paso. I thought it was kind of hard pulling out the academic activities, but not so much the non academic activities. I don't know if anybody else felt the same way, but the academic activities that I pulled out was classroom learning, Take Flight, which is our Tier 3 reading intervention program for our school, Math Buddies, which is our Tier 3 math intervention program at our school, before and after school tutoring, STEM camp, summer learning opportunities, STEM literacy, math and family nights, end of year celebration assembly, educational field trips, and then read across America. And then I'm just going to pull out a few of the questions here to reflect on. So, what do others think of these activities? I personally believe that as a whole, our school is proud of the academic activities that we offer to our students. I do think that they provide a solid foundation for educational learning for the kiddos. I think that we are intentional with what we provide to the students. One of my responsibilities as an instructional coach is to make sure that based on our student data that the students are receiving the academic that they need. So I really focus a lot on like the interventions for Take Flight and Math Buddies and the before and after school tutoring. So I do think that um, our school is proud of what we provide students. um, the non-academic activities that we offer were student leadership team, civic engagement club, recycling club, kids cast, art club, derby junior athletics, martial arts, buddy classrooms, music choir programs, and then lunch support groups. um, I can focus on how does your school administrator support these activities. Within our school, our administrator, our building principal, makes sure that students and staff and families and community members are on the same page. When it comes to the non-academic activities, those are communicated out to families and students and teachers so they understand what the process is, they understand how they can get involved in these non-academic activities to make sure that there are no barriers in place for students and families not being able to access these activities. Um, I do feel like we do a great job of being creative when it comes to our non academic activities, and that they are focused on giving students the opportunities to develop those non academic skills, like some of the articles mentioned the 21st century skills, the social emotional learning, the character development. I do think that students are learning some of those skills through these academic activities. Being new to the current school that I'm out at, I'm learning a lot more about the student learner leadership team and what work they do within the school. I think that that is a great opportunity for students to get involved in. What activities do I think need to be developed further? I do think that our before and after school tutoring needs to be considered, because right now it is currently just teachers who are running the before and after school tutoring program. And as you all know, teachers are already overwhelmed with so much that is going on in the classroom. Sometimes adding this onto their plate may not be able to give the most intensive interventions for those students for the tutoring. So maybe being more creative with the people that we get involved with the before and after school tutoring to make it more intentional. Also, STEM literacy, math, and family nights. Sometimes this can be a second thought or not necessarily planned to the best of our abilities. Just making sure that that's a priority, and what we're doing with those nights is something that is educational and academic for families. Also, our civic engagement club. Right now, a huge push for the Derby School District is civic engagement. That's one of those non academic activities that we offer. And just making sure that the activities that we're doing are something that's not only that we not just that we need to do them, but we want to do them. So showing the kids the why behind we want to do the civic engagement club. And lastly, cast, which is our way of someone comes in, records what the students are doing in the classroom, and then shares it with the entire community, or not the entire community, but other schools in the district, making sure that when we do kids cast that we're being prepared and showing off our best version of El Paso. What activities should be considered in our district? Like I said before, I do think that I struggled finding up with more academic clubs. So I think providing more science, math, reading clubs at school would be something that would be great for our school district. Also, maybe a literature lunch bunch. I have been at a school before where the principal chooses a book and then offers students to come in once a week or once every other week to uh, reflect on that book or have conversations over the book. um, Also, maybe an expo time where students can explore some of their hobbies and interests. And then I also think it would be cool to introduce teacher assistants, classroom aides, peer counselors, and maybe even a school store or marketplace within a school. I think that that could provide students some of those 21st century skills or character skills of business management, money management, also just social emotional learning. I think that could be a great way to introduce those skills. Here is my relevancy and my personal reflection if you want to pause and read that then. I appreciate you for listening. I'm excited to learn more through this course about academic and non academic activities, and here are my references.